And welcome to another episode of the John Wayne Surge Protector Podcast, a 60/40 production. I'm Eric Halsey.
I'm Jeffrey Goldberg of the Atlantic. Oh, whoops. Sorry. Alex Medway.
And this episode is titled New Phone, Who Dis? So we're going to start this episode with my favorite portion of it. It's our Akya and Nish Nish.
Akya. That's a Nish Nish.
So our Akya for this week is the synergy of multitasking, and the best way to do that is with a group chat. It's the fastest way to get the same information to numerous different people at the same time. But our Nish Nish is not checking who is on said group chat.
And honestly, neither one of us is in the government, but we've had the whole chat thing where our friends will start a group chat and all the numbers come up and you see all of them. And then you got that one rando 828 area code on there, and you text your buddy hey man, who the F is this? And apparently the government does not like to follow those rules.
Yeah, my OCD will not allow that to happen. I immediately go to the one person I know in the group chat and go, all right, who's this number? Who's this number? Who's this number? Because frankly, we kind of trash talk a lot, and sometimes it doesn't go over great when we're talking about the person in the chat.
I mean, we're not even discussing ordnance packages to a different country that's going to take people's lives.
Most of the time.
Yeah, most of the time. Sometimes, we're loading up a couple drones to send over Russia's way. But, yeah, most of the time it's just regular chat. And we still double check who's on it.
Yeah, and sometimes you don't. And you make a complete ass of yourself in well, never mind. We'll get back to that. Inside baseball there. So, yeah, our world leaders all got together and the think tank of our U.S. government put together a group text about war plans over in Yemen and did not check all the numbers because they accidentally attached a journalist from the Atlantic into their super cool group chat.
So, I mean, as most of you probably heard, it's a Houthi chat we're going to be discussing today. In total, there were 16 people on there. 15 of them apparently were supposed to be on there. And let's go run over this list relatively quickly because I looked it over. Some of those people I know, some I don't. But one of them definitely stuck out to me is Duck, Duck, Goose. So, I mean, you have your regular one, Michael Waltz, National Security Advisor, Pete Hegseth, Secretary of Defense, Lee Drunk, J.D. Vance, Mark Rubio, Little Marcos, we all know him. Joe Kent, National Counterterrorism Center. I mean, all of these are going to make sense. CIA Director, allegedly Tulsi Gabbard, who still wouldn't admit that the TG on the chat was her. But when asked later on in the chat to provide a point of contact, she listed someone who directly works for her as a point of contact, but she denies him being on there. We got Stephen Miller, the wonderful snake of the White House. Guy just looks weird, man. He always strikes me wrong. Just a nice Chianti and some flava beads. So, Deputy White House Chief of Staff, Chief Envoy to the Middle East and Ukraine. That is a big shoes to fill. You're out there managing Ukraine and Middle East. I mean, only Jared Kushner has been in charge of Middle East peace, and he only had one thing to worry about. So,
well, luckily, our big guy only hires the best. So,
nothing but the butt. But some of them don't really get the phones too well. There's a couple more: National Security Council, Department of Defense, Council of the State Department, Vice President's representative, and the last one is the Treasury Department. Unless we're shooting money rockets or we have one of those little phone booths where the money just starts going in there and that's how the Houthis get neutralized, I don't know why the Treasury Department's on a wartime chat.
Well, everybody knows that the main goal of the war is to I guess, boost your own economy. So maybe that makes sense. I don't.
Well, actually, the current administration does have money involved in it, but we'll get into that one when we touch base on some of the things that were said on this wonderful chat. So, what did you hear about this chat? Tell me, like, what was it started? Like, what's going on?
So basically, like everybody else, I opened up my phone. I was like, well, nothing could have gotten worse than yesterday, right? And then it turns out we've got a whole bunch of morons who are discussing, I don't know, tactical strikes over Signal, which I'm assuming is some sort of app that the government officials use. Oh, no. That's only for drug dealers.
No, actually, it was also made famous by the boys from January 6th as they were discussing how to hang Mike Pence.
Okay.
So
I was close with the whole Patriots thing.
Yeah. This administration has had use of it. So dating back to the last time they were in office, essentially, I mean, I don't know if you know about this. All these things, if you're in person, you're supposed to have them in something called a SCIF. It's a secure compartmented information facility. Essentially, you go inside this. It's kind of like a scream room for millennials. Like when you go in there, you scream, no one can hear you. Well, when you're discussing bombing a foreign nation, you go into a little scream room down there. If you're not there, you're supposed to be discussing it over secure video teleconferencing. It's called civets. These are things that cannot be hacked. It's the reason you can't just get a regular phone and just start texting randos. The government gives it to you because a lot of people want to hear about the stuff you want to say when you're in charge of a Department of Defense, national intelligence, and stuff like that. Not using Signal, which they should have known was busted by the FBI when they were getting the January 6th boys.
Yeah, if they were really smart, they'd be using WhatsApp.
Yeah, it's encrypted.
Also, I refuse to believe nothing can't be hacked. It's
So they got that, what's it called? The Lebanese doctor. They freaking busted her phone open and it was already deleted. Obviously, they can get in there. So that's why you don't text bombing runs via like a Signal app. But either way, they want an us app. And as they try to tell you that we don't know about this didn't happen, and deny it, just a heads up, this whole thing started, drum roll please, on a Thursday. That reporter was on that chat until Sunday. Big Homie just snuck in, and some of the memes for this are hilarious. It's like Big Bird walking around with Star Wars saying, like, me on the group chat. But it's like, it's not a one-day thing. Like on Thursday, they started talking about this. Friday, they're talking about it. Saturday, they're talking about it. And Sunday, they're doing the emojis with fist bumps, American flags, and prayer hands, celebrating the strike. And they didn't kick out this reporter. He had to leave. He's like, oh, God, this is wrong. I shouldn't be seeing this. Like, he had the whole thing to walk away from his conversation. Like, he could have still been on there right now.
You know, as one of those creepers that does not respond to group texts,
Yeah.
I get how you can like sneak through. It's still pretty alarming that this is something that like nobody caught. There's 16 people total on this group chat, right?
Huh?
Okay. So 15 people, okay, just somehow it eluded all of them. They were like, no, why? Where's the real patriots that were like, hey, that guy didn't put the fist emoji and American flag to congratulate? And what the hell are these government officials using emojis for?
So about that, this reporter should have been figured out day one because they essentially did a roll call. On Thursday, Michael Walls pretty much types this, and I'll summarize it. Please provide the best staff point of contact from your team for us to coordinate with over the next couple of days. To which Marco Rubio, J.D. Vance, Tulsi Gabbard, or allegedly Tulsi Gabbard, they essentially just start listing people off. And Jeffrey Goldberg from The Atlantic is just silent and watching this. And I get it. You are a lurker. I've seen you in multiple chats not responding, but I know that number. Like, everyone responds, and the random 828 cell phone number is just sitting there in the corner watching the whole thing. You got to ask questions, man. You're not going to get Chipotle run. You're not asking for people's orders and who wants guac. You're like, hey, man, we're going to put some people in the afterlife. Get me a roll call of who to contact. Like, who's a rando number? Like, I don't know. Just keep pressing forward.
Though it does kind of lead me into thinking, like, is this really like the base behind the whole we need no more teleworking? Everybody has to be here in the office because they can't figure out if anybody's actually working or not. Are they that technologically just like, I don't know, man.
Just fat fingers just keep adding everyone. Like the janitors in the CIA brief. Like, oh, Jesus, what's going on?
I mean, we're at the point where like you don't want to be like, well, I know nobody could be that simple. Like, oh, I'll show you, dumb.
Yeah. Hold my ketamine.
Bet you this fork will fit in that electrical outlet.
So essentially, like Thursday they take roll call, and Friday they keep rolling. And they're talking about back and forth, and one of the things they're bringing up is J.D. Vance doesn't want to bail out Europe again because he's done so much bailing out in his time, but whatever. They keep talking about how they should be compensated by this. Some people want to hold off, but one of the things that really got me is Pete Hegseth when he's responding to JD. He's understanding concerns, fully support you raising with POTUS. Some of the considerations that they have is we need to stay focused on, one, Biden failed, and two, that the Houthis are Iran funded. So. And they're also talking about holding off on this and coming back to this one later if we're unsure. And what Pete says, and if we do, I will do all we can to enforce 100% OPSEC. OPSEC is, it stands for Operational Security. It means shutting your mouth and not talking when you're not supposed to. So the irony that he's talking about it, he's got to keep 100% OPSEC while talking around on the stupid chat with a reporter from a national newspaper is hilarious.
I mean, kudos to this guy for only letting it go for a few days where he's like, guys, I don't think I'm supposed to be a part of this. Care to comment anything else? Honestly, this could have just kept going forever. This could have gone into the next airstrike we do, or the next war crime, or however you categorize it. This guy could have just been on it the entire time.
What if the Russians really did interfere in our elections? They just got added to all the group chats. Like, the Kremlin got admin access to all the voting booths. They're like, what the hell's going on? What is this? It's like, we're getting new credentials emailed to us. Like, the incompetence of this White House is insane.
It's to the point of scary. Like, this is falling up. This is how do you like I knew we were going to have some problems when they were like, who's cool enough and who's qualified enough to head a giant department that holds our secrets and nuclear, codes. You're like, I don't know, a podcaster. Like you knew it was going to get dumb. You just kind of like, there's no way it's this dumb though.
Yeah, and the whole thing, like, Trump is hilarious. Like, everything else, he's like, I'm a genius. I know more about windmills than anyone else. Like, ask about this one. He's full shaggy defending. What? I don't know about that. I think the Atlantic is a horrible organization. Like, is it as bad as the guys adding him on the group chat? Like, let's not try to shift the blame here and say it's the reporter's fault. It's you big idiots.
Also, I Googled Jeff Goldblum hate and misspelled it as the actor Jeff Goldblum. And so I didn't do that much research. I just kind of went on a wormhole of people that hate Jeff Goldblum. And
fair enough.
You want real terrorism.
He gets screwed over an apartments thing. Next thing you know, you hate it every time you see his face come on.
I love the guy. I'm pro.
So going back to not Jeff Goldblum, but on Saturday, they're, what's it called? Hexa posted a team update, all capitals. And this is when he started going into the operational details of the strikes, including targets, weapons, and what order they're going to be firing. So essentially, this is you going to the fireworks display, and this fireworks guy gives you the whole list of which one of the whooper bangers and whatever else is going up first. You know everything, except this one has to do with American lives and, well, other people's lives who are about to cease and desist.
It's like if the fireworks guy was planning on turning it all 90 degrees and aiming it at the crowd is more like what you're explaining here.
It's nuts. Like some of the backpedaling that I've seen of these people is just wild. Like we talked about, Tulsi's out there denying she was ever on it. But like, if I was on it, like it's the OJ book. Like I didn't do it, but if I did, this is how I'd murder the entire family. Like Tulsi's like, I wasn't on it, but if I was, there still wasn't anything wild.
I couldn't have been on that chat. I was re-dyeing that strip of gray down my hair like I'm Rogue from the X-Men.
They're out there posting flexed biceps, fire, and like the fist emojis. Like, bro, you just murked the country.
Yeah, nothing quite like celebrating, you know.
I mean, we didn't have too many emojis when I was in, but like at no point did the platoon commander come in and be like, all right, keep it 100, no cap or whatever else. We're not using emojis to talk about stuff like this. Like,
all right, boys, great job with the hustle. Smiley face crying, smiley face crying.
No cap, or whatever else. So we're going to dab on that. Yeah, I don't know what the kids say now, man. I'm not keen with it. But anyway, these people are freaking morons.
Well, it's good to know they're taking all of this very seriously.
Yeah.
It turns out, just by the way this text reads with the emojis and stuff, maybe all lives don't really matter. It seems like they're taking it a little with jest.
So that's the quick hitting one for this one. We got, God, there's so much more we got to get into. We're going to try to drop out one on the Thursday episode. But yeah, and I'm sure more stuff is going to come out on this one. They're currently grilling them. I doubt anything will ever be said about, like, no one's getting fired over this, right?
No, not a chance.
Yeah. So, I mean, they just have to go out there, get their public lashing. Democrats are going to be like, no, you shouldn't do this. And I'll be the end of that, and I'll go to F something else up later on.
Here's our synchronized dance in protest.
Yeah. Like, here's a TikTok dance. Like, it's like one chick who's crying. Like doing the dance.
Yeah, that's all of America right now watching this show.
Yeah. So, thank you for joining us on another quick hitter. I'm Alex Midway.
I'm Eric Halsey.
Daddy, chill.
Later, Gators.